Turning back to God can be hard. Um, Please don't judge me on this. I'm not good at doing videos. I've just figured out the concept of how to record myself on a PC. But I feel like I've been moved to do this. I feel like I have a story, um, and God has blessed me and touched me in so many ways in my lifetime. And I wanted to do something for God, and I didn't know what to do. And for the last 10 years, I've learned how to build websites, do stuff online. Most of us tried to dabble in something, and I took 10 years and learned a lot about about how to do things online. Um, and I built a couple of businesses, and I thought the businesses were pretty good. And one day, a few months ago, I started feeling this nudge to to do something for God. I felt like I had all this knowledge. There were people that didn't have the knowledge that I had, and maybe didn't know where to get started. And I wanted to do something to help individuals. And I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about how God allowed me to learn to do the things that I've learned how to do, and then showed me how to use those things to spread his word and maybe better lifestyles for individuals and churches. Um, so I was going to build out this whole program that taught Christians, excuse me, I got something in my eye, that taught Christians how to make money online. But in order to do that, I had to pay for different platforms, which meant that I needed people to pay me in order to be able to do that. And I'd done courses in the past before, and I really felt bad about making money on God. It just didn't sound right to me. Um, so I searched for another way to be impactful, to do something for God. So I went out and I taught myself how to build an app, how to build apps, and I built an app platform that's basically a whole church in an app, and that's Local Halos. And when I started this channel, it was really to get the word out about the platform I had built for churches, but it just wasn't enough. Um, I wanted to do more for God. I wanted to do more. Even though the platform allows churches to gather a congregation from all over the world, not just in their local area, um, I felt like there was more I knew how to do. So I started. I got with the AI that I use and started asking questions and had a lot of prayer about what to do. And something came to me that I didn't want to be on camera. This is very hard for me, like most of us. And so I decided that I would use AI and some AI video software, and I would start making devotionals. And if you go to my shorts, you can see a couple devotionals that we've made, and we should have a couple of actual videos that you can watch too. And I appreciate it if you do watch those. It does help YouTube get me out there and the message that I'm trying to put out there for God. Um, this probably is an exciting video. I apologize because it is my first one, and I just feel lost, and I feel like I don't know what to do where it doesn't sound like I'm just doing this for myself. And just to give you some backstory, um, God has been a part of my life, my whole life. I'm from the South, if you can't hear it in the accent. And when I was very little, I had a pet, what do you call it, stuffed monkey. And I was probably 5 years old when I got this, 4 years old when I got this. And I named it Jesus. And my grandma went nuts because I'd never been to church. So she couldn't figure out where I found the name. And my mom also questioned me. And I couldn't tell them where I heard the name. I heard the name and I really liked it. And I had that stuffed animal for a few years. And I'd never really been to church. And whenever I was about 11 years old, I was spending the night with my aunt and my uncle, and they went to church. And I spent Saturday night with them, and Sunday morning we got up and we went to church. And when I walked in the church, just this overwhelming feeling, and if you have felt this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I was only 11, and I felt this thing in my chest, this thing on my shoulders. I felt like I was being pushed on and lifted up at the same time. And I joined that church. And for years, I devoted myself to telling everybody I knew about God. Everybody I knew. I was a weird kid when it come to, if we talked, we were going to talk about God. And I let my teenage years get in the way. And I fell away. And not really from God, but just from the church. And a lot of self-reflecting, self-prayer whenever I needed something from God, right? And I spent a lot of years in up and down turmoil. And I'll talk about those in other videos. And I will share with you that I've been through a lot in my life. And God has been there with me every step of the way. And I mean a lot, from losing a child to divorces, to a marriage that I've been in for 22 years. Love of my life. Couldn't have got that without God. Absolutely no, it was God. I did not do that. God did that. I don't know how long I have in one video, but I'm here to bear my testimony that I know God is real. I know Jesus Christ is his son, and I know that Jesus Christ came and died for my sins. I know that I'm lost. If you feel lost, hit that subscribe button. Follow me. We'll try to find it together. I'm not a minister. I'm not a preacher. I've never really done this for like I'm doing it now. Of course, I've talked to people about God and shared my views and my thoughts. And my wife will tell you, she reminded me the other day that she was never privy to God until me. That her whole life she did not know who God was. And now she also has a very personal relationship with God. And, excuse me, I struggled with doing videos just like this. I didn't want to put out nothing. Number one, I was scared of being in front of a camera. We all look at ourselves in unique ways and can be negative. But when you're moved by God, I feel overwhelmed and compelled to do this. And I'm probably not going to get very many subscribers. I don't know. What I do know is, if you'll join me on this journey, I will share things with you that has happened to me in my lifetime. I will share things with you in the scriptures that will give you comfort and optimism. I'm not a negative person. I'm very positive. Even though this video seems kind of dreary, it's because it's my first one and I don't know exactly how to build this audience. If I'm going to be able to touch anyone with what I say or the actions that I take. I have faith that God will guide whoever needs to see this. And if you're seeing this and you feel like you're lost, and I probably already said this, but like I said, I'm new to this. Show me that you appreciate me doing this. Hit the like key. If you want to follow me, and we'll try to figure this out together. I keep looking at my computer screen instead of my camera. I apologize. I'm kind of nervous. But But I feel like this has been 2 months of feeling compelled to do this. And I have struggled with every kind of struggle you can think of, from not being worthy to not being good enough to being a sinner and not knowing how I'm supposed to bring people to God with the life that I have led. I'm not a terrible person. I don't think most people are. There are a few of us out there that can be quite terrible. But I think most of us are just trying to live in the world, just trying to survive. And sometimes we feel like we're doing it by ourselves. When I decided to do this channel, I wanted to do a video about how hard it is to take this first step, to make this first video. And while playing around with AI the other day, I did a video on the prodigal son. I don't know if I'm saying that right, the prodigal son. And in the video, I realized that God's waiting for us, like the prodigal son's father. I've been lost. If you've been lost and you're wallowing in the muck, it feels like you're in this world that's just a pigsty, and you're tired of being there, you're not alone. I'm sure that if I'm here and I'm lost and trying to figure it out, and we don't live in the world that Jesus lived in. We don't live in the world that Moses lived in. We live in a world that's full of technology and full of every corner you turn. There is temptation, sin. There is things you can do that may weigh on your soul. And we live in a time whenever you're going to have to find people like us, people that are trying to find God, people maybe that have found God and they have the answer. And sometimes I feel like if somebody says they have the answer, it may be a little misleading, because we're all just searching. The answer could change for us based on just something we go through. An experience we have can change the answer for us. This video can't be too long. I don't think it's long. It can be longer than 15 minutes. So I'm going to ask you to take a leap of faith. Hit that subscribe key. Let me know that I'm worth doing this, that I'm worthy to do this, that if God's called me, that there will be people there to support that needs to hear that message. And when you like and subscribe, people that you know will get the message too. And you'll be helping me see God's work is working. Thank you so much. I don't know if this video is going to be any good. I had no script for this. Really wasn't even going to do it. Just jumped into it and had faith that it'll work. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in my next video. Let's take this journey together. Amen. Amen. Amen.